For The Dark Tower. If you have not seen the movie yet, click out now, especially if you are a Stephen King fan, and by Stephen King I mean like all the books, because that's all I'm going to say about that. If you don't want like Easter eggs or things that, trust me, if you haven't seen the movie yet and you want to, you do not want to watch this video, unless you've already seen it, because these are some things that you're going to want to discover for yourself. Trust me, it'll be more fun that way. You have about 10 more seconds to click out of the video, and then I'm going to start spoiling stuff. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody gone that doesn't want the Easter eggs and stuff spoiled? Okay, good. So for the rest of you that have watched this video, I have no idea what the critics were thinking. This movie's fantastic. I don't know why it has such a low score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got, I think, an 18% or something. It couldn't have at least gotten a 19%, though. Come on. I mean, the number 19 is a thing in the story. Come on. They could have at least left it at a 19. At least then it would have been fitting. Yeah, it's nowhere close to that. It was a fantastic film. I absolutely loved it. I don't know why everyone was hating this, especially, most of the reviews say Matthew McConaughey was bad. I did not think that. He is bad at some other stuff. Like, I'm sorry, I did not like him in Interstellar. He was a little bit too quirky in that movie. I don't know. But anyway, this one he was really good. He managed to be like a classic villain that was like had fun with the role and everything, but he didn't go super over the top. Like Jesse Eisenberg from Batman vs. Superman, that's an example of going too over the top. He did not do that. He kept it grained, but he kept it fun, if that makes any sense. Yeah, Idris Elba, obviously, what hasn't he been good in, right? Idris Elba's fantastic. He's one of the best actors working today. I was in, most of his roles were very, serious. Like, I'm the gruff, serious person. It was in this movie, too, but he still managed to add a lot of comedy to it as well in certain parts. Like, the part when he goes to, like, Our Earth, that was like he's eating the hot dog. It's like, what breed of dog is this? It reminded me a lot of the first Thor movie with Chris Hemsworth. A lot of those jokes were funny. In fact, when he was drinking the soda, I thought he's going to throw the can on the ground and demand another. This drink is delicious. I want another. I thought he was going to do that. I thought that's where that was going to go. Yeah, it was hilarious. I thought that he did so good with that. All right, so let's talk about the biggest thing with this movie, the Easter eggs. I'm sure there were several that I missed. I have not read a lot of Stephen King, so I'm sure that there were some that I didn't know what they were. Like, I'm sure I saw something, but I didn't realize that it was a connection to something. So obviously there's, like, the old playground, and the thing that says Pennywise on it, and the clown statue that's, like, halfway buried in the ground holding the balloons. That's obviously a reference to it. And then, him pushing the toy car, that's obviously Christine. And there was, what else was it? Oh, the Room 237, right? And obviously, the beginning of the movie, they say that the kid has a shining, right? Duh, obviously that's The Shining. So I thought that like they'd started the wrong movie at first, and I went, wait, I thought did they start the wrong movie? Did they put The Shining in instead by mistake? No, it's like, yeah, so obviously that's a connection to that. Yeah, various things like that. That was really good. They did feel a little distracting, though. I feel like it was like the director going, hey, look, guys, I read a lot of Stephen King stuff. Here's my vast knowledge. This has nothing to do with the actual plot. It's just here for coolness. Like, I don't know. Because the books, as far as I know, were not ever connected to the other ones. They may have been. I don't know. I only read the first one, and I stopped halfway through the second one just because, I'm sorry, Stephen King is not a good writer in book form. In visual form, yeah, the stories are pretty good. But in book form, he's boring. So I could not get through the first two, because I know that they said this was a sequel to the book, so I thought, oh, I gotta read all 8 books. But I couldn't. I just said, you know what, forget it. I'll just wait for the movie. And yeah, I'm glad, because you can see the movie without having read the books, even though it's a sequel. Because the whole point of, like, the Dark Tower is, like, every time it goes to the tower, it resets the timeline, essentially. So, yeah, it begins where the books end, but it's essentially a restarting of the timeline. So you can go in completely not having read the books and still enjoy it, which I did. I thought it was fantastic. So the action sequences, those were so good. They were fast-paced. They were fun. I liked how every once in a while would show him, like, putting the bullets in chamber, like, boom, 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 like, one after the other, like, really fast. That was amazing. When he did, like, the little jump down with the... That was cool. And also, I gotta praise you for this, there were no slow-mo shots. Yeah, I'm tired of action movies doing slow-mo shots. They're cliche, they're old hat, they've been done millions and millions of times in like every action movie. I'm so glad they didn't do that to this one. I'm glad that they kept it fast-paced. It makes it seem more dangerous to me, because they're like, oh, I can't really tell what's going on. But obviously that's because there's a lot of action going on. How is he going to get out of this one? So kudos to the director for doing that, not doing slow-mo shots in the action sequences. The kid who played, what was his name? I can't remember the kid's name. Anyway, so basically the other kid character, I can't remember his name. It was Jake. Sorry, it was Jake. I was thinking it was Jamie. I'm like, no, it's not Jamie. No, it's not right. Jake. I was like, it starts with J. Okay. Yeah, the kid who played Jake. He was really good, although I think he may have hit puberty halfway through filming, because the first half his voice was kind of high, and the second half it suddenly got very low. I went, wait, his voice deepened. He must have hit puberty during filming or something, or that was a mistake on their part. I don't know. Personally, I think they should have just, if that was the case, if he hit puberty during that, maybe I'm just imagining things, I don't know. But if that was the case, I think personally they should have just redubbed the first half of the movie. Or, you know, like, don't go back and refilm, but just have him go into like a voice studio and just voice over the lip syncing for his character. That would have, because it distracted me. I was like, wait, his voice suddenly got very deep, and it was a continuity error. As far as filming went. So that was like my one nitpick. Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I do not listen to the critics on this one. I don't know why they were hating on it. I thought it was a fantastic film. So it's definitely a good conclusion to the summer movie season, because there aren't any other movies coming out that I want to see until September with Lego Ninjago. So I will go see that. I think it comes out on the 22nd. So I'll try to see it around then. Maybe not on that day, but, you know, because school is starting, so I'm not sure how busy I'm going to be, but I'll try to see it around that time. So around September is when, late September, early October is when Lego Ninjago is coming out. So I'm going to go see it for that one. Yeah, go see Dark Tower. It is fantastic, especially if you've read the Stephen King books, like all of them, you know, like all the iconic ones and everything, because you will not be disappointed. Well, obviously you may have already seen the movie because you watched the spoiler review, and I just spoiled it for you if you didn't. But anyway, leave me your thoughts down below in the comment section, please.